Testing. All right. Oops. Uh, so I've been playing Deep Rock for a few years. I guess since season three, and we're on season five now. They released a reveal for season six. I'm gonna go ahead
Hello
and
and
give him
welcome to
his.
another On the Horizon. My name is Mikkel Martin Petersen and I am the game director of Deep Rock Galactic and Rocore. And with me I have...
There we go.
Too,
Okay.
and
But it was super cool, right?
Yeah. So for the theme, Relics of Hoxxes, season six, they're gonna be talking about this a little bit, and yeah, I mean, it's basically the overall idea, which it sounds like it's going to be mm, like the skeletons of these creatures, and it feels very eerie. It's cool. I'm excited for it.
I mean, I remember you presented like, I don't know, five different concepts that were
Yes.
vastly different.
yes, yeah.
Right, and I think it was super cool to get some fresh blood.
Let's
No,
go ahead
sure,
and
yeah.
Right,
It's going to this more simple.
it is, and I think it's gonna. It plays really nice already, and
Yeah.
I think it is. It feels like a super nice backdrop to just playing Deep Rock Galactic.
Exactly.
And I think we have done some biomes that are more busy
Yes.
than this one, like Asia Wield or Hollow Bow.
Exactly.
And this is just pretty, and the gameplay just plays amazing in it.
No, I think it's really cool and it's nice. I mean, I think there's space for both types of biomes.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that actually we ended up on one that is and it looks awesome. I think. But
Yeah, we've had so much fun working on it. Like there were a few challenges getting these columns to work and everything, but
cool.
as it turned out, you have these awesome cases where the enemies sort of crawl from the ceiling down through these columns to the floor and everything, which is super fun. And we're just having a fun time in this biome, and hopefully you will as well.
yes.
Of course, we are still working on it, but yeah.
I think like when you talked about like Relics of Hoxxes as the title for season 6, I think like one of the underlying themes in the season is gonna be treasure hunting,
Old things.
old things.
Bones.
It's gonna have like we're gonna draw like, I don't know, inspiration
There's a
from
little bit
Indiana
of-
Jones,
yes.
Tomb Raider, The Mummy. It's
yeah.
gonna be a little bit old school.
A little bit
That's it, yeah.
homage to
Yeah,
those.
yeah. So,
Definitely.
but I think that will be more clear as we show you more images from
Yeah.
from season 6.
And I think if you talk more about the biome, because there's a lot of bones and stuff in there.
Exactly. So this is like a fairly desolate place, as is obvious from the shots here. But the overarching thing here is that there's a lot of bones in this area, and they are sort of there for a reason. Actually, as you will see in a few minutes, there's a story behind these bones. Other than that, it is like this sort of leftover place on Hoxxes that has been sort of hidden for centuries and decades, and it's finally being able to crack it open and see what's in there, which is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Yes. It's super cool.
I-
And I
I-
like it. Actually looks right because I mean it also is bringing a new look to some of the stuff.
Actually, I don't know if we.
I mean, I remember like before, right? I actually really wanted there to be some kind of accent color, and
Yeah.
Mikkel, you were very much pushing for it too. I think I'm happy in the
I
end.
think
that
it
we
is
went with
just.
this.
I think that would have sort of like removed some of the mood.
with Deep Rock Galactic and how they keep coming out with new seasons. I remember when I first saw the game before I played it, I just thought, "Oh, this game looks janky. I'm not gonna buy it." But after a year, some videos started coming out, and I started seeing some people playing it and talking about it. I'm like, "What? That game? Nah." And then it was about 2 years after it came out that I think I saw some video that just did a really good job highlighting why it's so great. And I still was kind of like, really? But a lot of people online were talking about how great it is. And then, of course, everyone's saying rock and stone. And what? I don't get it. And then once you play it, it's just like, okay. And the very first time I did the the practice that like they kind of have a trial run or a practice run. And he plays the gunner, and yeah, I wasn't crazy about it. But then after that, once I started trying some more stuff and unlocking stuff, it was just like I got hooked. All right, let's go ahead and
that is in there
Yeah,
now. It's
sure.
like
Yeah.
Dread,
skip
and
ahead
Yeah.
here a little
it's
bit.
it allows all the game mechanics we have in a mission or the minerals and all that are just like popping.
That's also really fun with this biome as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks pretty standard, but with like
And
Now,
then-
this is the next part of it, right? Because this place, even though it seems kind of abandoned, it's not fully abandoned. So we are excited to introduce a new enemy species in this season. Through a lot of talking back and forth, we've found out that it's the Osirans. And they come in different shapes and sizes. What we will take you through first is the Osiran scrap. And it's these small buggers. And actually, I think at the early beginnings, they were just crawling around, and then Mikkel and Mike suggested that why don't they fly as well? So we tried that out, and they became even more annoying, but it was also kind of fun. So we stuck with it.
Yeah, and I think just very good to give also context in terms of the combat situation where these guys.
Now, what was the last season it came out? I think the last season was pretty good. It was the season before that when it came out. Everyone kind of hated it at first. The one with the, how do I put this? The it was right around COVID, and that was my first season update. So I was excited for it, but everyone was complaining about it, and I was like, I'll just make do with it. And you know, if I die, I just need to get better. But yeah, I did kind of hate it. It was the virus, the contaminated update. But then they listened to everyone and they scaled some of the enemies back. And then they had another season update, and it was received really well. This one I think is going to be received really well. I'm excited for it. Let's go ahead and so this is the big guy.
The ceilings as the cave leech. This one hides beneath the ground and lies in wait. And you will come across this once in a while.
You're gonna love it.
They're gonna love it.
Hopefully, you locate them if you are
ahead of
paying
time.
aware.
Right?
Yeah, ahead of time if you are paying.
This reminds me of like leeches, but instead of up on the ceiling, you're down on the ground. I used to hate leeches, but I usually main scout and I run the ability to sense when there's leeches trying to get you, and you can get free twice during the game. So I'm usually okay. And also at scout, I have the lights. I usually can light up the ceiling.
Actually, I think we pitched a lot of different ideas, and then I think it was a little bit of a coincidence that one of them that we pitched also resonated a lot with you, and we actually found files in the project from 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That sort of,
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So,
and if you look that up on Wikipedia, you will find that it's amber. Whether there's something inside of it, management will not disclose as of this writing, but time will maybe tell. During the mission, you are sort of set down there to dig it out, and
you dig it out.
you can either do that by pickaxe or by the driller, of course. And
or dead packing the thing.
yeah, that's true. Yes,
You can do that as well.
yeah, that's
And
true.
I think just very, very quickly, because one for me very important thing
So
about
these
this
are like
mission
4
is that it has actually gone. We've been doing new missions before, obviously, and generally they have been escalating in complexity as we've been trying to
Which my initial thought was like, well, there's no hole in the ceiling. So, like, is it just going to magically make a hole in the ceiling? No, on the top of these 4 rockets, there's going to be lasers. And it looks pretty cool. I think they're going to talk about it here in a second. Let me skip ahead. If I can. Let's just go like this.
Get these lift thrusters and work together to get them down on the resonite mass.
Yeah. And just very quickly, of course, if you're playing solo, right, the idea is the Vascos can help you dig it out, and of course there's all
Some sense.
yeah.
I actually had this idea that, I mean, Molly, they get off plan, and then and you're not to the limit.
Thrusters go start.
A laser drill kind of thing going on here.
So we've cooked up, or management has cooked up a new device where these lasers can help to get this resonite mass out.
It seems more modern than what the drop pod is doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But like they are developing over time, right? So, I don't know, but it works. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun to sort of times, and then a few.
I'm sure.
So, how many are in a mission?
Right now we have it. So depending on the length, you can do between 2 and 4.
There is
Yeah.
red bug that looks
I think last time we played it was 3.
Yeah.
That's right. Depending on
Generate in the experience that solve point B, like
Yes.
depending on what we do there, that can also add to the time
Exactly.
it takes
That's
to
true.
play the mission, or
Yeah.
how complicated it is to play the mission.
Yes.
So it's something we're still experimenting with.
No, and we've tried some like very high.
what you get to the boat instant it begins to flee, and then you have to sort of figure out where it went.
Yeah. Quick disclaimer: it doesn't leave sprinkles.
Oh, it doesn't?
I mean, it does now, but it won't. It's going to leave something else. There is going to be a trail.
I'm
right?
just going to say now there's going to be a demand,
Yeah,
a chat that we actually leave it in like this.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's see.
we are gonna experiment with different trails, I think. But for now,
because the theme of this season is creepy with the bones and stuff like that, it's gonna be a creepy trail like slime or something. I bet.
follow the
It's-
I don't- So what
Yes.
Osirans are actually sort of led to these. They have started to collect to it that actually these small
In there.
that when you have these chambers of bone material that lies around, over time they crystallize into the new season resource, which is osmium. And right here is like the first version of osmium. And you go into these rooms, and then you dig them free.
Yeah.
But these are also areas where there are increased Osirian activity.
Yeah.
So you cannot simply just go in there and expect to take these pieces out without having a fight.
No, and I mean that's one of the things I liked about this event, the way you guys made it, because normally we do defenses, right? Or at least we have not all of them. Obviously, we've with the cave system, right?
Again, it has the cave rate.
You hand it into a molly, and then you move forward with the mission, of course. Once you
text is the performance doing and gives using them, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is an educational channel as well.
yes. Yeah, but that of course brings us to the performance pass.
Yes.
Because as with any season, this one comes with a complete new performance pass as well.
And I love the framework you guys made. I think this one is really cool.
This is work in progress as well, but this is the direction of the new framework. We're calling it diesel driven, and it's sort of we've tried to take it a little bit back and also paying homage to some of the references for this entire season. And hopefully a lot of you will like it. At least we in the team really enjoy making this one. So having a lot of
So
fun.
this is guns like.
And if I'm right, this should all be free. You just, as you play the game, you earn credits, and then you use the credits to buy the skins that you want. There's like a tree that you make your way to the skins that you want, and then by the time you finish the whole season, then you should have all the skins.
Stretch it out. No, but there, of course, there's, and you got.
I think
cosmetics.
a lot of people is asking for hats, right? So of course there will be hats, but there will also be other stuff.
Yeah,
there's going to be paint jobs, pickaxes,
the usual stuff.
The usual stuff.
Yeah. And And of course, just very quickly in this like season pass kind of structure, but it is completely free and there's no kind of anything. Just if you don't know.
They're just going to talk a lot.
So I think that was what we had to show.
So let's go ahead and open up the game. And I think what I'm going to do is start weekly showing you guys until the season comes out. And then once the season comes out, I will start making recordings for that.
Time to go dig some holes!
So, season switch. Yeah, so season 5 was the last one. The critical corruption. A lot of people. No, this one wasn't. It was the plague bowl. Critical corruption. I think these were similar, just like the rival incursion and escalation were very similar. They're both about robots. These were both about the plague. But when this one came out, yeah, people were kind of pissed. And then when this one came out, they kind of continued, but they worked out all the problems. But then there was that big plague guy, I forget his name, and he was annoying. And drilling deeper was good. And I still haven't finished. I think I've finished all of my cosmetic trees except for season 5, which, yeah, 1, 2. I just have the 2 left, it looks like. And then I'm on my last page. So once I get all of these scripts, yeah, there's 6 here. That will unlock the whole tree, and I'll have, once you get here, it says every time you earn a level, you just get credit. And you can see I got half credit, 190, what is it called? Cores, yeah. Which allows you to unlock allows you to unlock a bunch of stuff on the gun, but I've locked everything on the gun. There's just some skins I don't have. And I tried to unlock most of the scout, but there's still just so many beards. So every week I usually do book dive. Obviously, is the harder one. That's kind of my favorite. And I'll start doing videos of that every week. And then sometimes I'll do the assignment board, especially when there's a theme. This is to get the old headwear from the previous game, but I already have them all. No, what is this game? I don't remember that one. How much time do I have? 2 days. No? I'm going to do this, but I definitely remember that package. What I'm wearing right now is the new one this year. Well, let's go ahead and do the drop then. So I usually do hazard 5, but I don't turn up the difficulty. It gets crazy. And then if you got a good team, I would really like to try everything on that. But when you're on public, you start solo, and then you get random.
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
should have showed what I had on my guns, but I used the like grand
Time to let them go. Light is up.
Our scanners have picked up a massive deposit of a quark. We're sending you in alongside a heavily armed lifter to get as many out as possible. We're picking up extreme fire signs in the area, so keep it snappy. The quarks can be extracted from the walls. Search for a blue, shimmering light. Get it done,
I have a
team.
good feeling about this thing.
Reinforcement is on the way.
Covering fire! Locked and loaded. Wonder what stuff they're serving in the campaign tonight. Equip your jet boots here! Jet boots unlocked! Don't splatter yourself all over the place!
A miner is on the way to join you.
Let there be light! Bamboo! Eat it! I was born ready. Never felt better. Round the house! See ya, suckers! Booyah! Off we go!
Supplies are on the way. What do you mean it was alive and moving? Check your oxygen, please. Health secured. Performance point bonus activated.
Take every bullet! Getting closer to our boat. I'll die a little inside him.
Contact! Lock and load.
Bag's full. Can't carry anymore. Fly me to the moon! Light as a feather. I'm a bullet in the butt. Your history. Down you go. Ready to kill some more crates. Get in there and spread her down! Stay clear of the spillage! Yeah. Hold your fire, you
What's
random
this?
Reloaded! Bam!
Heads up, new miner arriving.
Skull Crusher!
I think I've seen you before. Maybe the bar that's mine.
Goodbye, ground! Zippity! Ah! I've got the Glyphid Praetorian! Weapon ready! Lloyd! Help! Booyah! I think we actually have a chance to make it out alive. Up! Lights up!
Well done, you got them all. Hit the launch controls to return the minehead. We'll send in the escape pod.
Off we go! Watch and learn! Tip!
Gotta deposit the quartz
No!
in minehead.
Minehead launched. Escape pod will arrive when minehead has been secured. Hang in there.
Help! Let there be Lloyd! Up, up, and away! Hands off it! Reloading! Shredder swarm deployed! Prepare to be shot! This one's for Carl!
And they'll take it.
Jet boots on! Jet boots are overheating! Weapon ready! Yeah, give me some sugar. Oh, I'm out of here.
on the way. Drop pod inbound.
Catch me if you can! I was born ready! Let there be light!
Drop pod arrives and waiting for takeoff. Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes. Secondary objective completed. Make it home to collect your bonus. Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
What goes around comes around! Light as a feather! Yeah! I needed that! That guy in mission control, he really has a cozy job. Lighting up! Why is this so fast? Was that supposed to hurt? Watch your fire, moron! Bring it! I was born ready!
Extraction commencing. Good work.
That's it, lads! Rock and stone!
Let's go check out my game.
Well done. Your work shine.
Yeah, so I've got the hover clock, and then here I just do more special bolts, and I use the pheromone bolts. And I'll just quickly show Boomerang. So the pheromones allow me to, you can switch between the regular bolts and the pheromone bolts. And so I use the regular bolts just like when I'm out of ammo on my other gun. But the pheromone, I use it for more of the swarmers. This can be good for the swarmers, but generally when I bring this, I'll bring embedded detonators, and this is really good for heavy enemies. You just put this in your soft spot, when you reload, they all explode. It does a ton of damage. So if I'm doing, what do they call that? This one. Elimination, I'll switch over to this guy. But yeah, for the swarmers, so I shoot any bug, generally high health bug, something slow like the big green guys. I'll just shoot one into him, and then I can basically just walk away. Most of the enemies will go swarm him, and then they're fighting amongst themselves, and I might even shoot a few of them and keep them distracted. Also allows them to all group up, and then if someone's got explosives, then they can launch some explosives in the big crowd and just kill all the enemies at once. Great damage. I also use the hardened rounds, which allows me to break their armor. And yeah, with the hover clock, it also allows me to float. So there's two flying, most people know this, but there's two flying type overclocks. And there's the hover clock, and then you also have the special powder. Cool, but it's hard to use special powder. Some of the really advanced flyers Also, you can do these mods apparently where you hold down the space bar and it'll just continuously hit jump. And this is like such a great way. You get momentum going, and I do love momentum in this game. That's why I love Scout. But you get the momentum, and then you skip along with the same speed or pretty close as your grappling hook. Oh, and yep, that's it. I almost always run Scout. If I run Driller, I always go Ice with Exploding Sabata. Engineer, almost always run the explosive chemical rounds with breach, usually a breach cutter. And then, I can kind of change things, but this just gives me more ammo. I tend to run out of ammo really fast in this. This is fun. And, if you play it right, it's really nice. The Fat Boy. And then I like Shard Diffractor, but I just find this more versatile. And that's really, like, especially my Scout build. It's built where I can defeat, like, the big guys, the elimination. And I can also deal with, like, swarmers, the small guys. I can deal with everything. I can deal with long range. This gun is great for long range. And then, of course it works for short range, but sometimes I'll switch over to this just to deal with short range. And then, when there's the swarmers, there's just too many to, like, really be able to kill. The other thing is that if I'm gonna pick, like, Scout's great for saving the other people, because you can grab them, hook, and you can get up to places high to go save people who, got down somewhere in a weird place. Sometimes Scout is the first one to be there, and but then they're swarmed with a bunch of bugs. You throw the boomerang and it stuns them all, and you quickly pick them up. Then I usually do a large pickaxe hit, like a pickaxe explosion, and then I get out of there and let them fend for themselves. Some people will change this out and they'll use this regenerates the shield faster, which is nice, or this is sooner and this is the speed. Both these are nice, but because I can get up high to the mineral, I wind up, and a lot of times the engineer puts a platform underneath the mineral for the Scout. I want to be able to hold as much mineral as I can. That's really important. Yeah, and then these guys. So, Resupplier, Born Ready. Vampire's the weird one. But when I use my Iron Will, so if you die, you can get up once per game or per mission, and you will be invincible for 12 seconds. If you can get even a little bit of health, it won't just be 12 seconds, you're back in the game. So if everyone dies, I hit Iron Will, and usually there's a couple bugs that are already right next to me. I use my Vampire to kill one really quickly with, the axe explosion, the power attack on the axe. And the Vampire gives me a little bit of health, and then I'm back in the action. I go pick someone up, and I still have my 12 seconds of being immune. So I quickly get to someone else. I can use my boomerang if I want, but I won't need it. And in the heightened senses, this lets me know if there's the leeches on the ceiling, which, everyone knows if you don't have heightened senses, once the leech grabs you, you're goner. Especially if you're, since I'm the scout, I'm a lot of times ahead of everyone, so I'm getting into a room first. And I'm going farther ahead, so I'm out by myself. And this keeps me safe, kind of. Born ready, I mean, it's just sometimes I don't need to reload, and that saves me time, especially when I'm in a rush. There's other stuff, deep pockets would be great. I love veteran depositor, and I can empty the minerals faster. This is not bad. I don't like thorns. Don't like this guy. This is okay, but not a scout. When I play gunner or something, I'll use friendly maybe. This can be nice, but since I have the grappling hook, it's like you can't beat the grappling hook. Obviously, it might give you in certain aspects a little bit more speed, but it's so little. This would be great, but I just feel like you need to worry about killing stuff more so. Sweet Tooth is really good, but I don't know. I prefer what I have right now. I might switch this out with something like Veteran Depositor. Also gives you that damage reduction when you're next to the move. Resupplier is really good. Extra 25% health when I resupply. All weapons instantly reload, and then also I can pick up. So the other thing is like Iron Will, and if there's a resupply next to you, you have enough time to go pick that up. But if it's not next to you, it's far away. Well, scouts so fast with the grappling hook, they can still get there within 6 seconds. And now, it's like it takes about 6 seconds. Like it probably takes almost 10 seconds for a slow resupply. But with this, it's like 5 seconds. So I have enough time to get to the resupply and then use it, even if I don't die right next to the resupply. Yep, that's it.